Channel 10.
I want to give you a big thank you for checking out the Channel 10 podcast and ask you to please support the show by subscribing, rating, liking, commenting, favoriting on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play Music, wherever you get your podcast from. That little bit definitely helps us to grow and expand the show. Tell a friend to tell a friend. If you have any questions, comments, sponsorship opportunities, or just want to say what's up to the Channel 10 podcast, you can shoot us an email, channel10podcast@gmail.com, or you can also send us a text or leave us a voicemail. Just hit us up at 443-885-0997. Also, please check out channel10podcast.com. There you can check out all of the back episodes of the show, as well as keep up with everything that Singodsuperior and myself, Artic, have going on. There you'll also find links to all of our social media to connect with us. And also, you can order a t-shirt by clicking on the link at the top of the page. Also, you can show support by shopping through our Amazon portal at no cost to you. Whatever you buy, we'll get a little percentage of it. So, definitely show some support. We really appreciate it. Channel 10 Podcast presents the Wu-Tang Podcast, where we break down the Wu-Tang Clan's discography album by album. Check it out at WuTangPodcast.com and search for Wu-Tang Podcast wherever you get your podcast from. Definitely rate, subscribe, support that show. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We really appreciate it. Aside from this podcast, both myself and Singodsuperior have a lot going on. You can check out all of Singodsuperior's new music by going to Singodsuperior.com or looking out for him on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, wherever you get your music from. Same thing for myself. Check out everything I have going on at thealmightyar.com.
We used to be like, see you there, Channel 10. And we used to think that people would catch on. But if you're not from Queens, if you don't got Time Warner or whatever, like, well, I didn't know that.
Do it, yo. Yo, word up, man. It's different channels, son. Word up, on, man. Word up, watch the channel, son. Different plane now, man.
It's all good.
Word up, all good, baby, in every hood, son. Word up, yo. CNN, Network, Channel 10. It's on again. Street niggas, it's grown men. Bold face, get in your face. Stay in place, yo, crime lace. Cast more beef than Scarface. CNN, Network, Channel 10. It's on again. Street niggas, that's grown men. Bold face, get in your face. Stay in place, yo, crime lace. Cast more beef than Scarface.
Yo. Once again, we're back. This is the Channel 10 podcast. It is I, the almighty AR, in the building, and I'm alongside
Singodsuperior.
And today, we're switching it up a little bit. We have a very special guest, the creator of the Samurai Shin comic book series. We have Mikel Miles. Say what's up to the people.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, man, and it's really interesting everything that you're doing here. But before we, delve into Samurai Shin, let's just get a little bit of background on you. So, where are you from?
I'm from Toronto, Canada.
Okay, and how is it growing up out there?
Real good, peaceful, I guess.
That's what's up. And how did you first start getting into comic books?
So basically, back in grade 5, I used to write stuff about Michael Jordan, and because he won 6 championships. Right. So I used to write little stories, and that's how it began.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you used to do some, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but you used to do some DJing too, right?
Yeah, I used to ex-DJ. I used to do fan tapes for quite a bit for a couple years, and then I just kind of quiet down a little bit.
Mm.
Yeah.
Now, besides Michael Jordan, who were some of your early influences?
Some of my early influences were as in sports figures, or
I mean, just like in terms of your whole creative process when it comes to when you were DJing and when it comes to the writing.
Oh, okay. When it came to the DJing, it was like people like rappers like Biggie Smalls, 50 Cent, and Nas. And when it came to writing, I'm not sure, because I didn't have any type of influence of writing. I just felt like creating my own ideas, basically. Yeah.
Now, when did you first come up with the idea, like, man, I can really do this and really create something dope, like come out with a comic book?
It was basically after I watched Afro Samurai, the anime, and I didn't think I liked the ending of the movie, but I liked the series, but not the movie for some reason. I didn't like the ending, so I went to go get my notebook in my room and basically started writing little stories about how the ending could have been a little bit different.
And so we're talking like around like what, 2008, 2009?
Yeah.
Ooh, man, you must have been really pissed off, man.
Well, I wasn't pissed off. I just didn't like how it ended. Like it was kind of like a little dull. The movie was kind of dull, but like overall the movie was good, but the ending was like.
Now, and I don't remember Afro Samurai that much, but I remember, like, I think it's the movie, like he reconciles, right, with somebody. Yeah, something about like the band, and then he gets the band back, and then he reconciles with the person that he was like kind of battling against, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what, in your opinion, are the elements that make a good story? Like when you put that pen to that paper, like like does it just flow out, or do you kind of have like an outline of where you want it to go, or?
Well, basically, most of the time, yeah, it does flow, but sometimes here's the funny thing. Sometimes when I'm at work and when I'm bored, it just kind of comes to me. So the ideas comes to me, and then when I'm on my break, I basically jot little notes and jot, and then after when I'm finish work, I basically go to my room and just like fully write it. Yeah.
That's what's up. Now, the first issue just came out for Samurai Shin. Now, how long have you been working on this?
Actually, me and Evan have been working on this over a year, actually. Yeah.
And to footnote, Evan is the illustrator of Samurai Shin, right?
Yeah, he's the illustrator of Samurai Shin. He's kind of a little bit, shy. He's from the Philippines, by the way. So
did you like just link up online, or?
Basically, what happened is that he was one of my Facebook friends, and I liked one of his art, and basically I wanted to do a comic series, so I contacted him on Facebook. So we brainstormed some ideas, went through like a couple shows, and I basically thought of the two shows that were my favorite, basically Samurai Shampoo and Afro Samurai. Yeah.
That's what's up. So, in addition to the shows, did any other research go into it?
Yes, it did. I told Evan to rewatch a lot of Afro. I told him to watch Samurai Shampoo. I told him to watch a lot of the Japanese shows so he can get influence in his art.
And then also, he also did like some actual research on Japanese history and culture too, right? To try to get everything prepared.
Yeah, that's what he did. Yeah.
When it comes to like the character development, can you just give us a little bit of detail into the characters in Samurai Shin?
Yeah. Okay. So Amir Azuko is more like Afro, so he's like quiet, shy, doesn't like to talk too much. Where Keith Mazaru is like Mugen, where he likes to talk so much. He's more vulgar. He swears. You know, he's more violent. So yeah, they're two different characters, but they're like like Goku and Vegeta in a kind of way.
Speaking of Dragon Ball Z, Sensei Kinzu, he reminds me of a Dragon Ball character. So the Samurai Kinzu, is he like directly kind of based on a character from Dragon Ball Z?
No, actually, one of my voiceover guys, his name was Kenzo. So basically, I told him that I'm going to name a character after you because I like the name Kenzo. So I told Evan that I wanted this character to be named Sensei Kenzo.
That's dope. So another thing the thing that's interesting about you too, most of all, I would say, is the fact that that you're black and you're doing this, and I know that there isn't like a lot of representation in the comic book anime community, and when it comes to things like Samurai Champloo and Afro Samurai, the fact that they're all they have like this hip hop element to it, and that's also what you're bringing to Samurai Shin. And I was curious to know, is there like any kind of difficulty when it comes to like character building, when it comes to trying to figure out the racial elements of various people, especially when you're trying to add Afro-Asians into the picture?
It wasn't really hard to add Afro-Asians into the picture. It was basically me feeling like the animation culture is just missing something. The anime culture is missing hip-hop culture and black culture, basically. That's what's basically missing.
And it's kind of dope how you incorporate the soundtrack with it as well. And I do see that it's getting it seems like it's getting a lot of love online through like underground hip hop websites and everything. What was the process like of getting the music together?
It was really good. It was really fun, actually. Basically, I actually liked doing this because when a couple years ago, I used to do a lot of fan tapes. So like I used to do fan tapes such as like TDE's artist Azir Rashad, and then I did a fan tape with 50 Cent, and then I just like gained a lot of experience over the years. And then when I did this, I felt like it was just like fun, basically. So over the last recent months, I began to like found producers and artists like Chill Squad or P Soul, Kouros Silence. So it was like basically fun working with them.
Cool. And so how long did that process take?
It took over, I would say, 6 months. So I was doing both. I was doing basically both the writing and putting together the music at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you have the next issue together, or what's the process like of coming out with the series?
Yeah, me and Evan are like 7 pages ahead right now, so we're almost there. We're almost done. And next year, by 2017, I'm also thinking of doing a mixtape first, and then along that, I'm going to do another soundtrack, and then I'm going to do another episode of the comic book series.
Mm-hmm. And I saw somewhere that you said that you were going to that essentially the next issue would be the backstories of a lot of like the characters. Are you still going to do that?
Yeah. We're going to do that. We're going to still do that. We're going to do Keith Mazzaro's backstory. We're going to do a lot of the characters' backstory. So like Amir is going to get a backstory. Well, I think his backstory is going to be the second one, basically. Mm. So Keith, we're looking towards the third one. The third one might be his backstory.
Okay.
So we're just thinking about start brainstorming, putting down some ideas for what we're going to do in the near future.
Cool. Well, I don't want to go that far into it, but I'm kind of right now, at least, I'm kind of interested in learning more about the Seven Guardians and the Great War of Kings. Mm-hmm. So we going to see that soon, or?
Yeah. We're going to see a lot of those things in the near future. So like basically, it will happen. We're just like in the process of like just figuring out what the second episode's going to like turn out to be.
Now, what are your future goals for this project? Like, do you want it to eventually turn into like a TV show or anything like that?
I really wish it would be an anime. So Evan really wants that. He wants it to be as popular as Afro Samurai and Samurai Shampoo. So that's my goal as well. So.
Yeah, I think that it definitely has that potential because, with you mixing the music element, you have the soundtrack to the comic book and it all kind of fits together and it's dope. It's like you're, well on that path. And then it seems like you're pretty good, with the promotion and everything, like getting picked up by these websites and everything. So, kudos to you. Is that you doing all that, or like, do you have a team that helps you?
That's a team. That's basically a team. Basically, I talk to them. Basically, where I want this to be. So, like, if I want this to be on YouTube, I tell them like I want it this way and that way and this way, and that's it. Basically, but I like to actually thank them because they actually put their hard work into just like upload it, because they don't have to do it. So yeah.
And also you have a lot going on outside of, I guess, curating the music projects, writing new issues or episodes rather for Samurai Shin. Then also I see that you're working on an app or a game.
Yeah, I'm working on an app game for just like my friends in general. It's called Box Out All Stars. I'm working with this guy named Juan Sanchez. He's pretty good at like developing games, and I get to like tell him where I want this to be and everything. So yeah. Any timeline on that when we may see that? I'm not sure because I'm pretty focused on Samurai Shin.
That's what's up, man.
So, yeah.
Well, where just let the people know where they can get the first issue and feature issues of the comic.
The first issue will be at peepgamecomics.com. So peepgamecomics.com. That's where you're going to get your future Samurai Shin comics. If you want to know updates, go on the site samuraishincomics.wordpress.com. Also go on the Twitter, @SSShinComics. But if you just want to type it into the search box, it's just Samurai Shin, and you'll find me and the Twitter account. What else? Samurai Shin on Tumblr.com. And I almost use that since I use the website. If you want to find artwork, go on the Instagram, search Samurai Shin, and that's basically it.
That's what's up, man. Well,
Cool. Yeah.
We definitely thank you so much for gracing our podcast, and this. I just want to let everybody know this is a dope project. The visuals are great. The story is good. Looking forward to the next episodes, and check out the soundtrack because it's a soundtrack while you're reading, and it's a dope experience, man. So we definitely much respect, and we wish you continued success. Looks like this first episode coming out is is a pretty big success, and I'm sure the next ones will just get bigger and bigger.
Thank you. Can I shout out a lot of people?
Go ahead.
Yeah, man, do your thing. It's hip hop.
Yeah. I'd like to thank Kouros, Silence, Peace Soul, Chill Squad, GMO. Also, I'd like to shout out to Nikki Six for blogging the Samurai Shin series, Evan for illustrating it through times that he was having personal issues, everybody that helped me work on the Samurai Shin, including the animators, Canine Justice, Sheep Ninja, aka Matt, and Amen. Thank you for animating the trailer and or trailers that's coming. That's it, basically.
All right, man. Well, thanks a lot, man. And definitely, keep in touch and keep us updated on everything that you have going on.
I will.
All right, man.
Thank you.
No doubt. Once again, this is Channel 10 Podcast, and we out. Peace.
Feeling is here.
Yeah, son, you feel it, man. What up, son? You gotta just do it, yo.
CNN.
Yo, what up, man? It's a different channel, son. What up, on, man? What up? Watch the channel, son. Different plane now, man.
It's all good.
What up? All good, baby, in every hood, son. What up, yo? CNN, Network, Channel 10. It's on again. Street niggas, it's grown men. Bold face, gat in your face. Stay in place, yo. Crime lace. Cats more beef than Scarface. CNN, Network, Channel 10. It's on again. Street niggas, that's grown men. Bold face, gat in your face. Stay in place, yo. Crime lace. Cats more beef